10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What is going on, people? What is going on? Welcome back to Prem. Look, we've been away for 3 episodes. This would have been,
2.
you know what I mean?
This would have been the third, because of Christmas.
Christmas madness, obviously, with the way things are going, which is the reason why the original panelists aren't here today as well. We got them boys. They got the game coming up and stuff like that. But we had to get you the best possible replacements we could. Do you know what I'm saying? You know we've always got to do. Obviously, KG shaking his head. What's going on, bro? It's not a setup,
you
bro.
lot are snakes, bro. You lot are snakes of all the teams in the league, yeah? What's Matt doing here, bro? That's what I want to know, bro. How and you lot always call me back here when there's pain, bro. Whenever we're going through a madness, like Wan-Bissaka's not looking like how Wan-Bissaka looks. Bruno doesn't look the same. We got Klopp's cousin in it's a madness, but yeah, I'm here. Good to see everyone, and that intro is the hardest thing I've ever seen, bro. I was up and dancing, I was like, no, there's a Liverpool sign, stop.
No, love, bro. And we got Matt. Big up yourself, bro. Second time we've had you on your channel, right?
First, actually, no, I think it was one of the other lads. We look quite similar.
It's all right. I'm not gonna lie. If the roles were reversed and Matt said that, it could have been a rough one. Matt, we apologize.
Apologies. You know what it is, though? Obviously, because I know Matt's face from just watching the stuff, I guess maybe that's why I got confused if I didn't
Let it go.
But big up, Matt. If it's the debut, big up, Matt, man. Big up for coming on, bro.
I thought it was True Geordie. I'm not gonna lie. So.
Not
But no, big up, guys, as always. So yeah, we'll get into the United stuff. We'll definitely get into the Newcastle stuff, because even I'm excited about the Newcastle stuff, and I'm not even a Newcastle fan, so we'll definitely get into that. But I want to start with a topic where it's about Liverpool, but I just want to get you lot's opinion in general, because Liverpool's name. So forget it's Liverpool for a minute, especially UKG. Yeah, we've been dragged today through the media, because we've asked for the game to be postponed. Like, when I mean dragged. Like, you'd think we'd committed a crime asking for our game to be postponed, yeah? There's been Premier League games postponed last minute where fans are travelling. Our very own George was on his way to Burnley, and then the game got cancelled. So he's wasted money and effort, and the game was cancelled. We've made sure none of that happened. We've had to close our training ground, as you had to as well, KG, man. You had to close Carrington and whatnot. So the way we've been dragged today, like, it's really annoyed me. Do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to get you guys' opinion as non-Liverpool fans. Do you agree with it? And if you agree with it, that's cool. Or do you see that this is a bit mad the way they're treating us?
Matt should go first. Go on, Matt.
No, I completely understand why you guys are annoyed, though, because we had a similar situation a couple of weeks ago. Well, it wasn't even a couple of weeks ago now. The Southampton game we had postponed. It was supposed to be our first game of the new year. And we had a load of Southampton fans kicking off online saying, oh, they're just postponing it because their 2 best players are injured. It gives them an excuse to bring in new recruits and they'll have a stronger squad to players. But realistically, the Premier League changed these rules. And I know this is a cup competition for you guys, but we're not the first team to have a game postponed. Like you say, these games have been postponed last minute as well. So to see fans kicking off online at us, when we're not to blame for this, it's injuries, it's COVID, whatever. It's not fair on you guys to take the rap for this. And, people say, oh, it's Liverpool and Arsenal, big team bias. But I agree with you guys. It's a bit harsh for you guys to get dragged online when it's not your fault, really.
KG?
I ain't gonna lie to you, yeah. I've loved every second of the tracking, man. Do you know why? No, do you know why, yeah? Klopp made a big mistake, bruv. You're playing, it's big African nations, yeah? And the comment was just, it was too wild. And like it or not, Klopp's become the main face of this COVID thing in terms of how managers feel. He has been like, And unfortunately, maybe he didn't want that. Yeah, but he's become this guy where it's like, I think he said something about not signing any players that haven't been fully vaccinated. That's wild. You know what I mean? Like, that's a wild take. Like, even my missus, I was saying to the other day, my missus is fully vaccinated, yeah? Bruv, she got COVID, fam. So it don't work like that. So like,
I hear that.
Unless it proper works, because you get into this thing where, and then after, I don't like what's been happening in terms of the just releasing everyone's medical information. And I feel like Klopp's just gone a step too far with that, you know. So then, and then after, when you do the thing with AFCON, fam, probably someone just said, you know what, hold the light judge, fam, because you know what I mean. I don't know. I can say that I'm African, innit? Let's never repeat that. But, never repeat that joking like by yourself, bro. But no, real talk, yeah. I just think, you know what, you get. That's what you get in it. It's one of them ones where it's like, we complain, and this is what happens. Klopp's always spoken about the winter break, everything. I'm not saying that they've done something nefarious or nothing like that. I think it is like COVID related. Like, I don't think they're trying to get out of games or anything, but you have to take it, bruv. It just comes with it. If you're that vocal, people are gonna have something to say, and it is what it is. Like, yeah. And I didn't like that the little tournament comment as well. I thought that was rude, especially when what's the South American one? You ain't got no issues with that one happening and stuff. So it just felt a bit, come on, bro, respect Africa, please. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I mean, we've been over that. I mean, it was said tongue in cheek. So, but I mean, everyone is entitled to feel the way they want to feel. Do you know what I mean? So I get that. Cal, I mean, how do you feel about the way we've been dragged today, bro?
I love it. It shows how much we get on everyone's nerves when things don't go the way they want it to. They wanted us to play against Arsenal with a depleted team and get smashed, and it didn't happen. Brilliant.
You don't think it's going to be Arsenal?
No. Not if we can't have fielded an 11. There's no way.
Well, here, Cal, imagine this, yeah, and you know who you are. Big up yourself. I love you, obviously, as a brethren and that. But like, bro, man told me. Yeah, but ain't you got that other guy? I'm like, who? The under-18s, man. What, you want the under-18s? Nah, hold on a minute. Our manager can't make it. Our assistant manager man's telling me go bring the under-18s manager. I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Assistant manager is down and out with it as
well.
Oh,
is he? Is it like, it's like we're dropping like flies.
Like, and the thing is, and I know everyone will say, well, what have Liverpool done different to other clubs? Why are they getting it? Literally, all it takes is one person to catch COVID and the rest of the group get it. Like, it can spread that easy. Like, it's not even Liverpool are moving mad or doing anything abnormal to any other team. We've just been hit with it. Arsenal got hit with it earlier in the season. City got hit with it last season, although Kyle Walker was doing certain things he shouldn't have been doing. Like, every team's had it. It's just our turn, isn't it? Like, it's gone round, it goes round, it's contagious. Like, I caught it and I weren't even doing anything mad over Christmas.
Can you imagine? Like, and you look like you won't walk alone in it, so them man have to be. You have no choice to catch it, bro. What's going on? Come on, let's go. Sorry, that's a bad one. That's a bad one.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up as a little discussion point with it being fresh off the mind, because it was getting on my nerves. And with that as well, just mentioning it being reset, I was trying to tell these Arsenal boys I was talking to today as well, it's actually in their favour now. We all know what second leg at Anfield means we're through. Let's just keep that at $1.50. We could be playing Barcelona in their peak and they'll be petrified of a second leg at Anfield. It's just how it goes. Now the second leg's at the Emirates. So straight away, they've been given an advantage by it being rescheduled. They may have Thomas Partey back by then. No, bro, whoever's at home for the second leg in a double-legged tie does have their advantage.
A couple of years back in Europa, we played United and they had the second leg in their place.
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. I've got no strength. You, man, know what you're doing, bro. Anyway.
I mean, that was a David Moyes United, though,
bro, that was Van Gaal.
Was that Van Gaal? Oh, was that Van Gaal? Oh, okay, fair enough.
Just remind me in the glory days, fam. That's it. The killer is here. I actually pray Newcastle makes, like, everything Newcastle want to do. I hope it happens because I can cheer for those guys. I'll be sitting there like I want him to buy everyone, bro. And it just is what it is because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Liverpool. I can't stand Man City. There's no other. Chelsea kind of annoy me. I don't know any Newcastle fans, bar Matt from just now. But this is it, like I'm ready. I'm ready for their ascendancy. Like I want to see it. That's it.
Well, you know what? That's a beautiful segue then, KG, because we might as well move on to the topic, which is Newcastle. And as it says in the title, are they about to go mad or are they going to be sensible? So, me personally, Matt, you won't know this or you might not know this, but half my family is from the Northeast, and my uncle. I mean, I've got one uncle who's a Sunderland fan. Obviously, I love him to death, but he really splits opinion, as you would know already. But the rest of my family are all Newcastle fans. So Newcastle is actually within my family. So like, they are kind of my second team. I'm kind of excited because of that, because obviously I don't want Newcastle to do better than Liverpool. That's without fact. But I am actually kind of like, and like what KG just said as well, it would be beautiful to have a team involved that I'm not angry at for being well. I can't stand City. I can't stand Chelsea. I can't stand, you know what I mean? Like all the other teams that are doing well or whatever. So it would also be sweet from that point of view. So with that being said, window's open now. You've got one signing that almost looks like it's done, and it's a very good signing, though. Trippier is a really good signing to start off your, you know what I mean, your new thing with. So, bro, the floor is yours. What's Newcastle up to? What's the rumours? How's it going? Like, how you feeling? What's happening up there?
Apologies, guys. My internet needs resetting, so I'll be back in as soon as possible.
And you don't need to respect your super chat still, bro.
No,
they're getting saved. They're getting saved, bro. Yeah. So yeah, the floor is yours, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most excited I've ever been to be a Newcastle fan. All I've known is pain and misery, bar one season in the Europa League with Alan Pardew at the helm. So, you know, it's however many years of Mike Ashley come, and now we've got, you know, new owners, new manager, and new investment. And first big transfer window comes in, and we're a couple of days in, and we're getting a fully fledged England international for what looks like 12 million quid. When, like, obviously the experience you're getting, and I've seen Gabby Obonglaho saying today, you know, Man United should have been in for him to ease their woes with Wan-Bissaka at right back. But 12 million quid is what we paid for Matt Ritchie and John Joe Shelby when we went down to the Championship. Like, I know he's getting on a bit, but that's one hell of a deal. And it's not just an experienced England international. That's a player that's going to convince other players to join because of the quality that he brings as well. You know, we've been linked with Sven Botman from Lille, one of the top European centre-backs in the world at the moment. You know, the top clubs interested in him. We'll see whether that comes off. But also players like Aaron Ramsey, who fallen out of favour at Juventus, wants to leave the club. Allegri said he wants to leave the club. They're going to make that happen. A quality player that we've seen do it at the top levels. And, you know, we haven't had those players at Newcastle for a long, long time. So even if, fingers crossed, doesn't happen, but even if we do go down, we still have the foundations to build there. And, you know, realistically, I know I'm trying to be optimistic. You've got Norwich, who are pretty much down. Burnley are in big trouble. And then you've got one other space left to fill. And then obviously with African Cup of Nations, Watford missing a couple of key players, Burnley missing their star man. You'd think that Newcastle are going to be in the ascendancy for the next few games. Fingers crossed we can get some more signings in to shore up that position and be a bit more confident when we go into February.
No, perfectly said, man. I mean, there's been a couple of other people I just wanted to ask you about in terms of, do you care about, or do you think it's just you've got the money now, so you go into that category? You know, KG, like every summer when Man United and Liverpool just linked with anybody who's a new guy. It says like anybody's Man United.
It's always been their dream as well. It's always been their dream to play for us.
Yeah, you know there was, isn't it? Aubameyang has been really strongly linked with Newcastle. I don't know whether it is people actually being realistic or if it's just people putting two and two together. You could afford his wages and that kind of thing, but would Aubameyang be somebody you'd be interested in Newcastle signing?
Personally, I'm still torn on it because on one hand, you've got an incredible goal scorer, a player that's going to win your games out of nothing. Like, I think he's one of the most, like, quote unquote, clutch players. Like, in Europe, his goals are winning goals. And that's what you need, especially now this season, you know, relegation battle. That's one side of it. But then the other side, you've got him flying to Barcelona the day before a match to get a tattoo. And then the disciplinary issues that have come because of that. And, you know, and that's one minor thing, you know, but then it's Eddie Howe, the new manager's come in and he wants players that have a certain attitude that are going to knuckle down. You know, we don't want necessarily a player that's going to just cruise, come for the paycheck and then ditch when we go down in the Championship. But, you know, he was a player that we were linked with way back when he played for Saint-Etienne, way before he went to Dortmund. And we didn't, at the time, we couldn't afford something like 700 grand to get him over, which is mad considering where we're at now. But personally, I'd love to see him come in, especially, you know, Dwight Gale at this moment in time is our only fit striker. And then you're looking at the kids because Callum Wilson's injured and we don't have another striker at the club. So realistically, we can't be turning our nose up at that.
It's gonna say,
yeah, we can't. You can't take. He scored something like 20 goals in the last few seasons, or averaging 20 goals in the last 3 or 4 seasons. You can't turn that down anywhere in the table. Never mind a relegation scrap.
I mean, that's the reason I asked you about him first, because Callum Wilson is top quality. He's just never fit, and it's got to be the biggest frustration for Newcastle fans that putting the ball in the back of the net is essentially what's been your issue. So that's kind of why I asked you about Aubameyang mainly. Just before I move on to another one, KG, how would you feel if Aubameyang went Newcastle? Would it be a good move?
It's a good move. It's one of those things where someone can just be. It's like Anelka at Bolton. It's just like
that was mad, isn't it?
Reason, it didn't make sense. But remember, he went from Bolton to Chelsea, right? He almost revitalized himself and then found his form again. I think that Newcastle in that first stage, they got to do them signings. The first stage of becoming a super house in a super house club. So you see when Man City got Robinho, it's not all the way there yet, but it's starting to send a message, because I don't think Trippier does it personally. I don't think players look at Trippier and say, it looks like it's happening over there yet. You need a signing that is like, where the league is gonna set up. If they signed Aubameyang, if I saw Aubameyang in the white and black, I'm like, as bad as, no matter what he's going through, and he'll do bits there, because he has been embarrassed, and we'll have to see what a player that kind of form doesn't just go out the window. Now, because it's Arsenal, I like taking the piss out of Arsenal, innit, at every chance I can. But I do know he's a good striker, but then you ask yourself, is he gonna be up for a dogfight? Is he the kind of player that is gonna get you through when the going gets tough? I don't know. That's the only. But then you just need to send a message to the rest of the league to say people are interested in coming here. We saw Gabby Obonoho's comments about just living in Newcastle. Everyone went crazy, but there's probably a lot of Premier League players that might have that opinion, but they could be swayed by a major signing going in. So if I'm them, I'm trying to do it. The main signing I think they should go for, though, if they really want to get through this rough stage, Jesse Lingard. 25 to 30 million, we'll gladly take it. I'm here to sell players, Rob. I don't know. Martial as well.
You proper real Dustin, innit? You proper real
Martial as well. Again, might not be as available as Callum Wilson, but he's got techers. That's what everyone says. So, listen.
But you know what, you say that, yeah, and we do laugh, but let's look at what Jesse did at West Ham. It would probably actually be a good move.
No, Jesse Lingard's
to Newcastle.
That's not even a piss take. It's the Martial one I'm trying to take the piss, because he ain't really gonna be available. He's sometimes available. Do you know what I mean? But not really. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would say Jesse Lingard is a perfect signing for a dog. He's gonna work, and then he just needs to play games. I think he's a wicked signing. But
if I was Newcastle, and I don't even mean this to take liberties, I'd actually be looking for a loan move for Van der Beek. I genuinely would be like, do you want to know something? You're not getting any game time over there. New manager coming, you're still not getting any game time. How about coming on loan for 6 months and just getting your form back up and help us? Do you know what I mean? And it could work out for both. He gets to go back to Man United afterwards, but he gets to play well, get ready for the World Cup and help Newcastle survive. Could work out for everyone, that move.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how KG feels about that one, but I'd be all over
that. Bro, it doesn't make any sense. Can you go ahead? Go ahead, of course.
Bro, he's not playing, bro. When was the last time Van der Beek played, bro?
And he'll turn into prime. Would you have Ben Arthur at? They had it at Newcastle one time, and he done a madness. And just imagine, Donny Van der Beek will tear it up for Newcastle, and it just pissed me off. Let's not even. We're not even into the Man United part of the show, bro. Let's keep talking about Newcastle.
Yeah, no, that's real. So, before I ask Matt the next question about Newcastle, Cal.
Yes. Okay,
I've asked you this before, but
sorry, go on.
No, but yeah, before we get a super chat, I've asked you this before, but I'll ask you this with obviously a Newcastle fan on the screen. You said that you are a little worried about Newcastle, not in the immediate future, but you do know this is going to get real pretty soon. Do you still feel that way, or do you think there's a possibility it might take longer than you thought?
No, it's 2 or 3 years. 3 years if they get relegated, 2 years if they don't. it's about to get rough. Like anyone who's there, like, oh, nice, Newcastle, they're going to take a bit of time. They don't need, like, everyone keeps on thinking they need a bit of time yet to win the league, but to disrupt the rest of the teams, they don't need long. Like, they could do it in the next 2 windows. If they get Trippier, a centre back, a Aubameyang in 1 window, and then in the summer they do a madness as well, that's all it takes. Like, we've seen the Europa is not impossible for a team to break to Europa. Like, West Ham did it last season and weren't even far off top 4. Leicester have done it. Newcastle won't need long. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little worried.
Be worried,
because,
bro.
No, I am, because I see that, and not even to make it about Liverpool, but we ain't got that sort of spending power. Klopp may leave in 2024. Newcastle might just be getting to their peak at that point. It could be rough. I'm not looking for. I'm looking forward to it because I actually like Newcastle as a club. I got respect for Newcastle, and as KG said, I don't know any Newcastle fans outside of Newcastle Fan TV and a couple of others, and they never give it to us. Like they're never like bad to us. But
they're coming. They're coming.
Yeah, they're coming.
Hey,
I know
listen,
it's gonna be
bro. It's forced. Like at the moment, it's forced humility in it. But like, I don't know if people are spoken to Chelsea. If you spoke to Chelsea fans, they're different. You know, they're not the same. Before Chelsea fans, there was a bit of humility. Like in Zola days, they weren't the same. They weren't loud. Yeah. Now they're chucking it. So
look at Big Steve at Man City. Big up Big Steve, by the way. But Big Steve, bro. If you start arguing with Big Steve, you know it's your last argument of the day. You know it's the last argument of the day.
So we know you're seeing Matt here sitting down, he's chilling. The next time, 4 years, fair coat. For no reason as well. Pictures of mad ballers, Mbappe on his wall and that. Nah, I'm not looking forward to it, bro. I'm telling you right now, get Matt Wiley's down, bro. Let's keep it. Let's get relegated, bro.
You're cheap.
Remember, we could be having arguments. They could throw out lines like, "Yeah, well, I can buy your whole club." What can you say to someone?
No, it's real. It's real. I said to you yesterday as well, it's that money, it's that power, man. You can't fight it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But before I get into the next question I've got for Matt, just we've got some super chats to get through, bro.
Yes, indeed. So to hear says Leeds cancelled their game with us. We didn't cry. That's very true.
Yeah, that's true.
Jamrock says we have less than 10 first team players available, that's crazy. Obviously injuries and COVID. Yeah. LFC J11 KG looks like Paul from Ted Lasso, unless
I am Paul from Ted Lasso. I am. Thank you very much for watching.
Legend. Liam Kenny says apparently LFC have less than 10 first team players available, as well as no keepers or management. It's a semi-final. There has to be a fair competition. Fully agree, Liam. Zabiri says, KG, you got to put some respect on my calls into your show, man. I got great advice from a brotherly op place. Please release the X-Goat, free MG11.
Nah, listen, I got some fans. When I came on your show last time, so it's the friendly ops. That's what we're calling them, innit? But they tried to call in when Man United's in pain, bruv. And I don't want to hear them words from them, fam. Nah, bruv, don't call in telling me. But I'll take a few calls from a Liverpool fan.
Zabiri's one of the good ones, bro. He's one of the good ones.
Nah. Even though he was talking a lot of sense, but I didn't want to hear it, bruv. It was the wrong time, bruv.
Tahir says Man United don't get COVID, they don't catch goals. Oh, they can't catch goals. That's
bloody hell.
Jeez. Here, let me get that one for you, KG.
You're an absolute disgrace.
I got tired locked in, bro.
I said, as Newcastle is in Europe, does FIFA Fair Play apply?
That's one of the things I was actually going to ask, Matt. So that's quite ironic, actually.
All right, just hold that one then. And then Ash says, KG, what do you think of the rumours of Lasso taking over from Wreck-It Ralph? Only joking, all love, great show, you're a legend.
I saved that one for the Maggie portion. We'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one.
KG, if I ever saw you in the United dugout, bro. Just know, you see when you hear that person screaming from the stand, you're like, who's that? It's me, bro.
Oh, bro. No, listen, we're in pain, you know, and all of a sudden, I want to ask you lot about Darren Fletcher and what you think's getting on, because some people are saying that he's our new manager, but we just don't know it. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't.
You know, bro. I'll remember that question because we're definitely getting into the Man United stuff, definitely. But let's just stay on track just for one more. So, what I want to do, Matt, is I want to give you a scenario and see which one you. Oh, you might even already know what you want to do, but. Get a couple of loan players and just make sure you don't get relegated and save all the money that you know you have and just go dirty in the summer. Just be let's just kill this now. We've survived. Let's just go crazy. Or try and buy a couple of big boys now at the risk that you might still go down. And they're probably going to want relegation things in their contract and little things that could disturb it. And it's money that is going to come out of the kitty, because the other point is, with no European football, I know the Premier League do kind of punish a little bit for the financial fair play, but the majority of the reasons you get in trouble is Europe. With Newcastle not worrying about Europe at the moment, is it even like a thing that you lot care whether your club stick to financial fair play at the moment? So I know that was obviously two questions, but whichever one you want to start with.
Yeah, I mean, as for the fair play stuff, I think, you know, we've still got restrictions and we've got to stick to them. But because of the way the club's been run over the past few years, I think we can still spend, I think it's about 350 mil without going over the which is a tasty little amount. Get you a couple of Mbappes. But yeah,
as you know, 350. 350, you know, little bit of change. 350 mil.
The third jacket's coming, guys.
The first question about the loan and the buy, I'm absolutely taking a couple of loans, because at the end of the day, if you take a risk when you bring a player in, you know, they could we saw this with Joe Willock in the summer. You know, he had a great half season. We splashed 25 mil on him, and he's turned out to be average at best. I'm not slating him too much because I do like the lad, but you take risks with players like that, and he was fantastic on loan, and they're the kind of players that we need to keep us in the league. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you loan those players, because then in the summer you can just go out and buy them if they were that good. So I'm absolutely taking that every day, because players like Trippier, they've come in on permanence now. And there's no doubt in my mind that he's got a relegation clause in his contract, and if and when we get relegated, he's out the door straight away. And I don't mind that. That's fine, because players take those risks. Or you could have a situation like the last time we get relegated, like we signed a couple of players like John Joe Shelby and Matt Ritchie, that we signed, and they had clauses in the contract, but they chose to stay with the club. Yes, they were on good money, but they chose to stay under Rafa Benitez because the manager convinced them that we were going to bounce back first time, and we did. We come back, and those players are still here. So it's 6 and 2 threes. Buy the whole league for all I care. But you know, I'd take a couple of loans in for now. Like Van der Beek was a great shout from KG. Sorry, from yourself, Drifty, and then I'd take Lingard either permanently or on loan from Man United. Yeah. I think he's one of the kind of players we're missing is a number 10 creative midfielder that pushes forward. So, you know, I take a couple loans. I don't mind who they are, whether it's Lucadinha from Everton, Aubameyang, or, you know, Lingard or Van der Beek. Those players that are going to bring in quality for the next 5-6 months to keep us in the league. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters, staying in the Premier League. It doesn't matter who you buy. If you go down, you go down, and that's it. There's a risk you might not come back up. It's not a guaranteed, no matter how much money you have.
It's a risk, though. You see, Newcastle have been unlucky in terms of like restrictions in it. So you know, if they like financial fair play doesn't really exist in it, but as soon as Newcastle will do it, you know it's gonna be 4 years of restrictions from. They'll just throw the book at them. You just feel it. Like they've been kind of unlucky. How many takeovers never happened for them? So you imagine that. Like they're one team that you can say, well, it's been kind of unfair in terms of the rule book for them. So I wouldn't, if I was Newcastle, I wouldn't risk the financial fair play thing. I think the loan conversation makes more sense. And even the other part is, I don't know about you lot, but if you're a Premier League player, wouldn't you, if they did go down, wouldn't you stay just to more endear yourself to the fans, because you are going to come back up in it? There's no way you're going to stay in that league with that much quality. Personally,
I agree.
I would stay. Come up because there's a different feeling. Like I think did Kevin Nolan do it with Newcastle? He went down with him, and then
I'm not entirely. I think he definitely played for us in the Championship. I'm not sure if he came when we went down. Yeah.
And that stuff there I think he's appreciated. You know what I mean? So I feel that's a smart move sometimes. Endear yourself to the fans, bro. They got it's a massive fan group in it. Like having all those guys love you. Look at Alan Shearer, bruv. It's like they still talk about him, bruv. Even though he got them relegated, bruv. He done it
Even though he tried to save them, bruv.
They're relegated, cuz that's how I remember it. That's how the history books remember it, bro. And they can't stop singing about that guy, fam. It's mad. They love you no matter what, fam. I wish you anyway. Let's go, bro.
But and just before we move on, just quickly, Matt, if you had to put your house on it now, do you think you'll stay up or do you think you will go down?
If you'd asked me a couple of games ago, I'd have said we were absolutely nailed on to go down. I think we were too far gone. But the way we've played since Eddie Howe's come in, even though some results haven't gone our way, I presume you guys watched the game Liverpool against Newcastle, and we gave a good account of ourselves that game. One goal, John Joe Shelby passes it to Mane, and that you can't account for that. And the second one, you can debate whether the referee should have stopped it. You're still winning through a Trent wonder goal, don't get me wrong, but we played quite well in that game. And then, I'm sorry, KG, but we played Man United off the park when you came up.
And we were KG knew it was coming.
You're cheat. You're an absolute space. You're cheat.
I think we were unlucky not to win that game, genuinely. We hadn't quite well. And the games we played since, we play quite well in this system. And if we do invest in players that come in and add a little bit of quality to the passion that we've got, I think the other teams around us are in more danger. Look at Burnley without Maxwell Cornet. They were a shambles. He had to. They only looked alive at the weekend against Leeds once he came on and scored a worldie, and now he's off to AFCON. So they're relying on Chris Wood to keep them up. Watford have made sure they don't release Emmanuel Dennis, despite him getting called up last minute to the Nigerian squad, but they wouldn't let him go. They've let Ismail Assar go today or yesterday.
I'm surprised they were able to do that, because there's normally a big battle between the clubs and the country when that happens.
Yeah, it was.
I remember when Matip said that he wanted to retire, and they made it that he was punished and couldn't play during the time AFCON was on. Even though he said retirement, he didn't even just say he don't want to go. He said, I want to retire. Yeah. So I know it's quite a serious thing when you don't go, when you're called up. So yeah, I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, but I mean, they're looking to keep they know they're in trouble. They're looking to keep some of their best players, a lot of which, there's a lot of Africans in that squad that have been called up to it. I think Dennis's paperwork was submitted late or something, so that it was up to the club whether they let him go or not. They could have let him go, but they chose not to because he's their top scorer.
That paperwork back in it.
That sounds like a De Gea fax to me. That's a De Gea fax.
I love that fax machine, bro. The greatest fax machine in the world, bro. What are you talking about?
But yeah, there's a lot of teams in and around us, but not just those two, but the other teams as well. Even Everton look a little bit suspect this year. Leeds lack the strength in depth to keep going. Calvin Phillips is out till March, which is a massive miss for them. Patrick Bamford's still injured, so they're missing goals on the side. Played quite well against Burnley, but they could be in real trouble as well. And I think of the teams in and around the relegation zone at the moment, I think we've got the most about us. Obviously, I'm biased, but I don't know what you guys think. I think we've got the most about us to get ourselves out of that position.
Yeah, I think you're a team in the relegation who shouldn't be in the relegation. So that's why I do believe you'll probably just get out. I think there's one or two other teams. Leeds worry me because I like Leeds. I haven't got any issue with Leeds.
I hate Leeds. Let them go down, bro. Let them go down, bro. With the Meg the Stallion manager, bro. Always squatting, bro. What's wrong with that guy, bro? No. I'm so happy, bro. Let them, bro, die a painful death, bro. Nah, can't stand Leeds, bro. Sorry. Bruv. Sorry, bro. I just felt triggered on that one. Leeds, I can't stand them, bro.
Listen, Meg the Stallion manager, oh my God.
Bro? What's going on, bro? Nah, bro. Nah.
Anyways, bro, it is impressive, bro. Have you ever tried to squat just for 5 minutes, bro?
He's just always there, bro. No. Let's allow it, bro. No, anyway, sorry.
Oh man, you know what? Since you're on the roll, KG, we let's get to the meat of it, innit? Let's get to the meat of it now. just quickly before I get into what was your question again? It was about the Darren Fletcher situation.
Wait, I want to ask you, lot, what do you lot think of? I'll start with Matt. Yeah, you lot give me a percentage of us finishing in the top 4 because I'm going to listen to rivals. I wear the biggest red tinted glasses in the world. They're cracked at the moment. But I'll ask you, man. Matt first. What do you think our chances are in finishing percentage wise? Like, can we finish in the top 4?
I'll give you a 20% chance.
What the hell? Oh my God. 20%. No, talk to me. Why? Why'd you say that? Let me.
What? Are you more confident than that? You think you'll get top 4?
Oh wait, I just want to listen. I'm going to listen to because my percentage is so much higher than that. God, why though?
City, Chelsea, and Liverpool, they're top 3. I think there's no arguing there. So you're playing for the 4th spot. Do you disagree?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I
don't disagree, but we're playing for 4th spot.
Yeah, 4th spot, and then you've got Arsenal, West Ham, and Spurs who are above you in the table right now. You've got a manager at Spurs who knows what he's doing. You've got Harry Kane who will bag you 25 plus goals a season when he's in form. Arsenal playing some brilliant football even without Aubameyang, and they're looking to invest in January as well. So we'll see which players they bring in. You look at the last couple of results that you guys have had under Rangnick, and even the games you've not won convincingly. The game against Burnley, it was where you look at the scoreline, you think, 3-1, that's convincing. I presume you watched that game. It wasn't a convincing performance.
No, I have to know because the killer is here. You have to hear it from the rival fan just to have a good gauge of where you are. So you put us at. Wait, you said what was the percentage that you said?
20. I'm not very great. I'm not great at maths, but 20%.
20% is Callum. Go on, bruv.
He's 20.
Callum's a snake. Let me ask you. Callum will just stick the knife in, bro. I'm coming to Callum, bro.
This is my answer. You're my answer. Seriously, it's 25%.
Really?
Yeah.
You just don't believe that you don't think the squad can be turned around and that. Like nah.
Shall I tell you what it is?
Uncle, though,
if you make.
Ain't he related? Like, ain't there's he knows him though, isn't it? He knows him.
So I'll tell you what it is. If you guys make the difficult decisions,
yeah,
you know what I'm referring to when I say
what's
that,
the
right?
difficult? No, I don't.
Remember when we did the preview for the United game? Who did I say should be dropped?
I just want to hear. Wait, go on. Who though?
You can't start Ronaldo every game.
This is it. Exactly. I had to leave, bro. You're taking the piss. Bro, no. I wanted to be dramatic. I wanted you lot to know that it was a big no. I'm saying anyway, carry on. Speak this nonsense, bro. I'm dropping Ronaldo.
No, I genuinely believe Ronaldo should be saved for certain games where you're gonna have the lion's share of possession. Games against Wolves, I'll be honest, any top team or any decent team, for me, Ronaldo should be an impact player.
What is this man saying, bro? Anyway, go on. This is what I'm saying. Ronaldo don't deserve this. And usually, I would be here like battling and fighting. I can't fight because it's peak for us at the moment. It's very nuts, but I wouldn't. It's mad. Like saying I'll drop Ronaldo is moving kind of Sam Allardyce-ish, isn't it? That's the. You're saying the madness, Callum. I'm worried about you. I never want to see you in a dugout in any team because you're dropping the goal. Why? He's not the issue.
No. I'm over the moon if he keeps on starting for you guys. But if I was Ralph, I'd be dropping Ronaldo certain games. You're hampering Greenwood's growth.
I see the logic in it. I think it does depend on your position.
Bruno's growth.
How can we be This is anyway. I'll go on, carry on. You man, go on, 50. I don't think you can.
I'll make you feel a bit. I'll make you feel a bit better, bro. I'll make you feel a bit better. I think you got a 50% chance of getting fourth. I'll actually tell you how I think the league's going to finish.
Geriatrics up top, bro. Cavani and Ronaldo is their combined age was 70 something, bro. That's Doc Cotton up there. They basically got Doc Cotton up front, bro. Remember Doc where he's smoking a ciggy and holding the Bible, bro. That's what they got up front.
That's how Wolves knew to us, bro. Them man was smoking cigarettes at the back, bro.
I've never thought about that, bro. There's a combined age of 72. They're stripes, bro.
Yes.
Bro. I just thought about it.
They're cold though. Let's be real.
No, they're killers in terms of their careers have been impeccable, but 72 kg. Callum just made me.
Ronaldo, mad. Ronaldo's probably the same age as Origi in fitness, fam. Let's be real.
I don't know, bro. Them step overs don't seem to work anymore, bro. I've seen him falling over the ball, KG, man.
Nah, listen, you lot have some respect for Ronaldo. He's the ultimate goat, bro.
But I'm actually going to tell you how I think it'll finish. I think it'll be Tottenham 4th, Man U 5th, Arsenal 6th. That's how I think it's going to finish. And I think the Conte effect is what's just going to get Tottenham into the 4th spot. Like, I genuinely do. I feel like he just knows how to get it done, innit?
You know Peter Bass.
Came in the way, see baby the band.
But yeah, so I think you got a 50% chance. I think you got a 50% chance, but I think Tottenham will pip you to it. I think Arsenal are playing good football at the moment. Don't get me wrong, but their level of gas is extremely unwarranted, and they're not playing. They're not taking into consideration all the things that are making their life easy. Fully fit squad at the moment, a whole week to train and all that. If anything goes wrong in that camp at all, we know it will fall apart. So they've got to be perfect to get fourth for me between now and the end of the season. Whereas, man, you do have individual brilliance that can just win a game random. Even if they're not playing well. Because remember, Ralph's won 2 or 3 of the games he's played, right? Even though they didn't play well, he still got the W's. So, but I think Tottenham will pip you to fourth.
It's worrying times, man. It's worrying times at my club, bruv. And I hate it. Like, the fact that I'm here, just holding forward, left, right, and center, bruv. It's not easy, bruv. Like, literally, you'd have seen the comments that have come out about us not being happy at 5 o'clock, the late training sessions. There's another one about Mike Phelan's now supposedly, because there seems to be something going on in the dressing room and the players ain't getting on. There's little groups forming, little cliques for, bruv. Everything that is, it's just wrong. And we literally, you know, as soon as we got him, Klopp was like, and which I should have known Klopp was trolling. Klopp was like, I need to worry about Man United now. Even that comment is rude anyway, But he's like, you're finally getting a good manager. And he probably was smiling, thinking, I know, Ralph. Kinda. Like, bro, when I'm telling you, we thought we was getting like we literally thought we was getting the ultimate gegenpress master, fam. And I don't know, Newcastle pressed us off the pitch, fam. It shouldn't, like, with our last good press was 30 minutes against Crystal Palace. Like, it's bad. And
30 minutes is a good press, though, still. That's
Nah, man.
You're an absolute You're cheap.
Nah, I start calling you like Lord Jet, bro, with the pressing time, bro.
You lot are pricks, bro. And one day, I hope. And I had these dreams in it. Like, I thought was getting a manager that was gonna go and do like a Tuchel. You know what Tuchel done? Champions League, go crazy. You know what I mean? And I think we just had to realize what we are. Cup side. It looks like Di Matteo settings. I hope. All I'm doing is dreaming we can pull off a madness in a competition, whether it be FA Cup, Champions League. Ronaldo's just born for the Champions League. Even how the run works, you never know, innit? Even you saw how that
got in the Champions League, KG.
Atletico, bro. We could have had PSG, but then obviously corruption in that, it was crazy. So they had to do the re-retro, fam. Yeah?
Atletico, you'll beat Atletico.
You'll beat Atletico, and we just need to just nicely. We just need to just get past.
It'll be an ugly game, but you'll win it.
I hope. Listen, all I'm doing is hope. Who have you lot got? You lot got a lovely draw in it.
No, we got Inter Milan, bruv. It's not an easy game.
Oh man, Matt, who have you got?
Some subtle shade for no reason, you know.
Hey, you got
no reason.
Bro, you got to do it, bro. Make it count now, bro. We won't be able to talk to Matt in a few years' time. Trust me. Put him in the mud, bro. Destroy Matt, bro. Hey, listen, I'm making it count, bro. Matt's gonna be a different animal in a few years' time, bro. But anyway, so let me ask you, KG, because you said about the Darren Fletcher situation, yeah. So let me just, is this another case of you lot just having to keep somebody who knows the culture around? Because he was a director of football, right? Why has he gone down to the touchline for real? I don't even get it. What is that all about? So he came here for his coaching badges. I remember he came like a year ago. He had no coaching badges, bro. Only Man United can do this, where they say, you know what? You ain't got experience. Come on down. Yeah, we did it with Ollie. He said, come and learn here. So I don't know what he was doing in them sessions or in that test that said, you know what? You got to be, he's the Matilda of this thing. Like, and he looked at him and said, you're an A-class student, big man, technical director. How, bro? I'm seeing him, he's got an earpiece in here, the Sam Allardyce special, yeah? And I'm like, okay, who's talking to him? I want to know he's
wearing the Bluetooth. Has he actually got the Bluetooth? No. Man's looking like a double glazing salesman on the sideline and that.
I'm in pain, bruv. You don't know what I'm going through. No, Man United fans, we're getting through a madness right now. Like, it's not fair, bro. Loving it. Like, this ain't fair. This is not fair. This is not what I didn't envision this. You know, when Sir Alex was stepping down, I did want to cry. I did. I remember seeing it on Sky, and who knew my whole world would just be ruined, bro. Like, the fact that you lot are back and talking like this, it hurts, bruv. I want Liverpool.
But you know, you ruined all our childhoods, right? You know that.
Bruv. I loved it. This was my best time.
What goes around comes around, bro.
I know who's gonna be fun, bro. That's what I'm saying,
bro. You know what? And the craziest thing now is soon they're gonna it's been a long time since you lot been called glory hunters, innit? But that's gonna come soon. Like, I never there was no glory years for you lot, and I loved it. That was like my greatest moments is seeing Liverpool lose. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, you're Arsenal versus Liverpool, and I hate both sides. I was the one that got that shit called off, bruv. I didn't No, on the real, like,
that's the only game I like Man U winning, by the way, is the Man U Arsenal game. I do kind of like watching the Arsenal fans lose it after Man U beat them.
Man City, because we need them to take points off Man City. So when they beat Man City,
but I don't really know any Man City fans that lose it though. But it's fun watching the Arsenal fans lose it when Man U beat them. Still,
it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, because they hate Man U. So when Man U beat them, they lose it. So I love it.
And you know what? I came here. I was here before the 5. Was I here before the 5? No, I came after the 5-0.
No, you came before both.
No, respectfully, you came both before.
All jokes aside, we always respect that. Still, we actually respect.
To honor my word, I came back, but I feel like the worst things are happening under this man. Like, not this manager, but just in this era for us. It doesn't make sense, and I like to see us as, because you look what a sleeping giant, innit? And I just like to think maybe that's what we are right now. I've got it marked in my calendar when Klopp's leaving. I think Pep's leaving in about he's not staying. Pep's going to leave soon as well, right? You don't know.
2 years left after this season, I think he's got.
And Klopp, what, 2024, yeah?
No, Pep's 25, Klopp's 24.
Yeah. And you look bringing Gerrard, bro. If you look bringing Gerrard, I'm just happy. That's what I want next. Bring in Gerrard. And we're
so let me ask you this, KG. Yeah, is it because I said to you off camera what the main question was going to be? So let me put it to you.
Yeah,
is it the management or are the players just too big for their boots? Like, what is it, bro?
The players are pricks, bro. Honestly, they are. No, the players are pricks. I've finally seen big man. Yeah, I've seen this guy do TED Talks everywhere. Yeah, Ragnick's is doing TED Talks everywhere, talking about how he wants to press. Yeah. We've never pressed, bruv. He said heavy metal football, bruv. Man is doing neo-soul football. It's not the same, like, bro, it's mad. There's no drum beat, fam. There's no guitar, bro. We're looking mad. I'm just like, we pressed against Crystal Palace, bro, for 35 minutes. Burnley, bro, are attacking. No disrespect to Burnley, but it's Burnley, yeah? The Newcastle game felt like a loss. I'm sorry, Matt, not really sorry. But it's like, Newcastle felt aggrieved. They were like, should have got the 3 points.
They should have, to be fair, bro.
Bro, they had Joe Linton turning into like real ballers, bruv. This is what I'm saying. You got not the Longstaff twins coming out and talking. No.
They turn into the balls, innit, or the loudness.
They got little Texas like still didn't score, bruv. This is a mess. They shouldn't. Nah, I'm finished. I'm done, bro. Don't ask me about my team, bro. What I'm saying is, I pray that I'm being like, this is like Beatles about in it, and a big moment's gonna happen in the Champions League. That's the only thing that will just, because Ronaldo's born for the Champions League. We kept Cavani, and I'm just thinking, all go for broke and just try our best to win it. Have we got a good enough squad to get us over the line and just be lucky in that tournament? I think so. It's tournament football. Anything can happen. I'm praying this is the case for us. But these players they don't respect. They never respected Oli. I don't think they respect Ralph, because they're not even doing. They're doing less for Ralph than they did for Oli in terms of energy. You lot have seen us. We don't look the same. He's talked about body language, and I feel like they finally got a tactician, and they're not used to it. They weren't doing no video analysis. You saw our training videos, but man, them were like headering balls into bins and that. Like, it was crazy what was doing at Old Trafford. It was, bro, it's very mad, bro. Listen, yeah, I promise one day I'm coming back here and I'm gonna be a total prick, bro. In 4 years' time, but right now I just gotta hold this corn, fam. I feel like a Liverpool fan, bro.
So just to end it, do you actually think a rebuild is actually realistic then? Because they're talking about you having to do another rebuild. Do you genuinely think? Because this will be the 5th rebuild since Fergie left. That's a lot, bro.
It's like Lego, bro. What is it? It's Lego.
There's a lot of money. You know what? Man United is a great example to Newcastle right now. Who's got the money, spend it right. Because Man United have not spent it right. 80 mil on Maguire, 50 mil on Wan-Bissaka.
The Mykonos magician.
It's madness. Even 35 mil on Matic. There's a lot of madness that's gone into the Man United. 50 mil on Martial. That's a lot of madness.
Hey, Drift, I promise you one day I'm going to come back, bro.
But like you said, bro, I've got to be a bastard now, because when Klopp goes, I don't know what our future holds, bro. I don't know what our future holds.
If the roles were reversed, bro, you lot wouldn't. You know, there's the people tweet and say, I hate Man United fans. They're talking about me, fam. Bro, I'm just a Man United fan with clips, bro. I can't talk the way I really want to talk. It's a mess. It is a mess. So I say enjoy it, because one day when we return, because we have to return it, we can't stay like here for how long did it take you lot to return? Was it you lot?
It was a long time.
You know.
I mean, we won the Champions League, a UEFA Cup, and FA Cup, and all that. But
Champions League.
Back to the summit of the Premier League, a very long time.
Was it 20 years? How long was it though?
It was longer than that, but we lost count. We lost count. Yeah.
20, 30, 40, they all blend into one at the end of the day.
Yeah,
you don't even watch Match of the Day when your children, fam. Oh man, oh shit, we're in trouble though. And even now, like there's this thing about Coutinho coming back and stuff.
He's going Villa, bro. He's going Villa.
You lot don't want to just buy him quickly.
I do. Callum don't.
Why not?
I thought Newcastle would go for him, if I'm being honest.
I think they're one of the 6 teams in for him.
Yeah. Again, one of the creative player that we'd need, but like, why do you two? Why are you for it? Why are you against it?
Yeah, bro.
Because I forgive and forget. He's one of the best players that we've had in the Premier League era.
Drifty's such a liar. Drifty, I love you to bits, bro. But Matt KG, you see if I did Drifty something wrong,
Yeah.
I would have to lock my doors. I'd probably have to move the family to Mexico. You see Coutinho, yeah, he can do nothing wrong for Drifty, bro.
Really,
yeah? Bruv. You know how
He
Coutinho
paid his dues now, bruv,
No,
man.
he hasn't, bruv.
As long as he apologizes, he can come home, man.
He went off. He had another family. Hasn't worked out, and now wants to come back to the old partner. No, it don't work like that in life. Bro. Take care of your responsibilities, bro. We didn't have any kids together.
Let him come home, man. Let him come back,
we ain't his home, bro. We ain't his home.
We are, bro.
No, we ain't.
It's time to let it go, Cal, man.
No, it ain't, man. I don't want him back. I want another creative player, not Coutinho. Plus, we don't even know what he is anymore.
On loan, I'll take him on loan, and there's no harm, no foul in it.
There is, bro, because you're taking someone else's spot. You're taking someone else's money who could get it. Like, I don't want him, man.
Right, you're all out on him. You're not having it. I'm
not having it. I'm not having it.
Wow.
I'll be honest with you. If he comes back and he scores a screamer and gets us a league, I'm gonna. I'm gonna be the first one to ever Coutinho t-shirt. I'm not even gonna lie.
At least you're honest, bro. That's it, bro.
I am being honest. If you ask me, I don't want him back.
Shit.
Oh, fair dude.
Oh my goodness.
But man, time flies. It's about that time. Unfortunately, people are gonna have to wrap up. I wish we could go on for longer, but KG does have to get off. Yeah, I was gonna say we just get through the
KG super chats, obviously.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, no, do super chats. I said I'll be up for it.
Ash says, I know Cal can give this a good impression. Jerry Springer special. Ralph, you are not Robin I can't even do Jerry Springer. I can't lie. Jerry's quite difficult.
Man said, Ralph, you are not the father.
I could do a Kevin Samuels. Eh? How old are you, Ralph? How old are you?
Not with the spin as well.
How old are you, Ralph? Oh, so you came from Germany and now you think you have German sons. That's not how it works, Ralph. Rank yourself between 1 and 10, don't do 7. You're a 4. You're a 4. Yes, you're average. You're cute. That's the best Mr. Darcy Drift says United are in CR 7th in Sioux City.
These super chats are mean, bro. He's right, bro.
Rich Dean says, if all things are equal, United's chance of top 4 is 25%. This ain't equal, bro. I put them as low as 10%, making top 4. I love it.
Wow.
Hey, Rich Dean, you make it. Listen, make it count. Anyhow, yeah, bruv.
Ty says, if Coutinho did well, he would be liver who? Very true. He wouldn't come back if he did well.
Oh, true.
Cal said Dot Cotton, you know. Sorry, Kate. Zabiri said, KG did me the same way when I said Greenwood over CR7. Drifty, tell this man about curry goat and goat head soup. Drop him and eat top 4 easily. For real.
And
for real.
Killed the goat, you know.
LFC Aaron says Kenny G.
You got to know when to hold.
Flop over ACDC Too Short and Metallica Radnick and Nora Jones.
Oh man.
These super chats are painful, bro. But life is like that. It goes. Listen, we're in our years of pain. I hope Matt just literally becomes a total bastard fan. I can get behind Newcastle doing well. I hate Man City. I'm still trying to grow that hatred. I don't really hate them, but I'm looking at the number of leagues that they're winning, and it's starting to bother me. Are you with me?
But I hated them ever since they took it from us in 13-14. I've hated them ever since then. Yeah.
Okay. No, it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel like hate is historical in it. It's built up. You know what I mean? And it's like,
KG, they've taken 3, maybe 4 titles off us. I hate them now.
Yeah, I can.
Without them, Liverpool would have at least 3 Premier Leagues, probably 4. So I hate them now.
I get what you're saying. I think, and we haven't been in the races as well. Like we've been so far away. It's like, it's that I feel like our enemies are the the mortal ones from time. Like Liverpool always like. I like hope the players get belly aches and stuff. I got like I'm not gonna lie, like I just anytime you're not playing, I just hope it doesn't go well. As soon as you score, I turn it off. As soon as I hear some, you're there. Here we go. Turn that off, bro. You know what time it is, bro? It's the comeback of a century, bro. I don't want to watch that. No. Listen.
Can you imagine how KG felt after the Leicester comeback the other day?
I was fuming, bro. The goal that hurt me the most, was Alisson header. I said, "This is why I hate this." No, like not a striker's finish, bro. No.
It's quite ironic, Cal, because what did your t-shirt say there, bro?
Yeah, you're a man that can do both.
What the hell? Man just walked into that, bro.
Oh man. But no, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, man. Matt, with your debut, big up, bro. We'd love to have you on again. Let the people know where they can find you, man.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Matt_Livy_again. And then, of course, Newcastle Fans TV as well. We're presenter on there. We've got some good stuff coming up for the January transfer window, especially if we get some big signings through the door and raid Man United squad. Not that we need any of them.
Not Van der Beek.
So guys, make sure you get over there and support Matt and the boys, man. They do a brilliant job, man. So make sure you get over there and support them. And KG, where can the people find you, bro? I mean, they probably all know where you are anyway, but let them know anyway.
Just what do you call it? United View for the football stuff. Okay. Actually, I want them to, because I want I want my show to get renewed. Bloods, go watch that. It's out. Or Ted Lasso. Go and watch any of those things. That'll be wicked.
And your boxing channel, bro.
Oh yeah, Undefeated. How did I leave that out? That's it. That's where the Liverpool fans can come and chat shit. If you're a boxing fan, because you don't have to talk football there. Undefeated is the best boxing. It's the best boxing podcast out there. On Mondays, we have a live phone in. We talk boxing all day. Like it's wicked. Undefeated podcast. Make sure you check it out. You're welcome there.
Yeah, definitely, man. And once again, pleasure having you lot on, man. We'll definitely have you lot again soon. Good luck in the transfer window, Newcastle and Man U. You know, I'm not going to wish you good luck. But KZ, everything you're doing, big up, man. You're killing it, bro. Always love, man. Keep killing it, man. Keep killing it, bro. So, guys, until next week, we'll be back on Thursday, hopefully next week. We'll be back to the original day. Everyone, big up everyone in the chat as well.
Friday.
No, I mean for the Prem panel show. We'll be back to Thursday, because obviously we're about to shuffle things around. But yeah, we'll be back on Friday. You know, we may have a fill-in show tomorrow for you guys. It's not a definite. If we don't, because obviously the game's cancelled, we'll be back on Friday for the call-in show where everyone's welcome. Big up everyone in the chat today. Love as always for the super chats. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe. Everyone's channels will be in the description after this as well. So make sure you get over there and subscribe to everyone. And we will see you next time. Until then, if you could take us out, Cal.
See
you later.
Big up, everyone. Take care.
Big up, man. Peace.